This is a public service.
This is a public service. service.
This sucking sound is Matt Walker's career. Why did you do it? Oh, why? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Sometimes I just can't believe my ears.
Thanks everybody. We had a good time tonight. Hope you
I
didn't
will
play too
try
long.
it. Thank you. Let's have a good time tonight, everybody. So, anybody happen to be browsing over on Illuminate the Dark's channel? Because there's always something interesting going on over there.
The recorder is now running.
We're good to go.
Yes.
Okay.
So do you?
Do you want to do your little thing like yesterday?
Let me know if the audio... I know you couldn't really do it a second ago. You were listening to a vacuum cleaner. You were listening to Matt's career. Sucking up in the vacuum. But if you guys do hear any audio issues, please let me know so I can correct them as soon as possible. That's great. We need to get you up to 630,000, because then we know we'll be moving in the right direction. All right, I'm gonna turn off this phone. I'm gonna see if I can get the old camera going. But while I'm trying to figure that out, after I believe it was after he sat down with with Matt Walker. He sat down with this retard.
So this is a case of State v. Lane Myers. So this is in case number 2025-1060 and 2025-1454. It is June 5th, 2025, 3:03 p.m. I'm Rachel Stiles with the County Attorney's Office. We're currently in Superior Court for the Rule 15s for Mr. Myers. And then everybody just needs to introduce themselves so that the voice correlates on the recording.
Detective Eric Brown with the Tucson Police Department, and my badge number is 46934.
Lane Myers, defendant.
This is Larry G. for Mark Resnick, filling in for him today.
Yep, and then you just ask
Sure.
your questions.
Start going. Go ahead.
Yeah.
How you doing? How long have you been a detective?
I have been a detective since 2009.
15 years?
Yeah,
16
give or
years?
take about 15 years, yes.
How long did you work with Deloria?
With Dan Deloria?
Yeah. When he was a detective?
Ooh,
Before he got Brady listed?
I want to say I worked with Dan Deloria briefly in the auto theft unit for maybe a few months.
Okay, that's it. He said he was a detective for 9 years. I didn't know if that was...
He was a detective for a little while, and he came to my unit when I was in the auto theft unit at some point, but I don't know how specifically long he was there.
Okay, thank you. Did you take an oath when you became a police officer?
I did.
What does that oath say?
I would not be able to cite it verbatim to you now.
What?
So you don't know what oath you go around every day upholding?
Verbatim, no, I don't know it.
Are you familiar with the Brady list?
I am.
Are you on the Brady list?
No, I am not.
Not yet.
Have you ever been disciplined in your career?
Yes.
For what?
I believe I received at least one written reprimand for taking leave without pay.
Taking leave without pay?
So I requested time off from a shift when I didn't have enough leave balance to cover that time.
I see what you mean. No internal affairs complaints?
I've had internal affairs complaints, yes.
Have you been found to have been in violation?
I have never been disciplined for any internal affairs instance.
What's Article 2, Section 5 of the Arizona Constitution?
But I have no idea offhand.
What about Article 6?
I'm not well versed in reciting the Arizona Constitution.
But you took an oath to uphold it, right?
Yes.
But you don't know it?
I don't know everything verbatim. I don't know all of ARS verbatim.
Or anything.
Which part of the Arizona Constitution do you know?
That's pretty vague.
Well, you said you're not familiar with all of it, so I'm asking you what part you are familiar with.
Is there anything specific that you would like me to
The Arizona
explain?
Constitution, there's 24 articles. Are you familiar with any of them?
Not that I can recite to you right now.
Okay.
No.
Do you know what the First Amendment is?
Yes.
What is it?
Free speech.
That's it?
Well, it's the right to free press, free speech. Verbatim, I couldn't recite the entire thing to you.
So free speech and
I hate to even give Matt Walker credit because he's such a piece of shit. But at least he knew the First Amendment. This guy. Now, Matt knew the First Amendment. He also knows how to subvert the First Amendment. So he knows the First Amendment well, and he teaches classes on how to trample those rights, how to get one over on you.
free press, though, you know for sure?
Sure.
Have you ever lied under oath?
No.
Are you lying now?
No.
Let's go to the grand jury testimony.
Okay.
Page 6.
I don't have that page. I'd have to see what you have, or if you directed a specific question, I might be able to answer it.
Okay. Page 6.
Okay, I have page 6.
You see on the side others, the numbers, we'll go by those.
Yeah, the line numbers?
Yeah. Let's go to line 19.
Okay.
says Mr. Myers does have a prior violation of the aggravated harassment statute pursuant to ARS 1329-21.01. When have I been convicted of aggravated harassment?
Well, this doesn't
This cop logic right here. It was all the time. It's all the time.
say that you were convicted. It says you have a prior violation.
That means a conviction.
It doesn't say conviction.
What does it say?
It says a violation.
So what did you mean there?
It means you've been arrested for aggravated harassment. Prior to, you have a prior violation of that ARS statute. It doesn't say that you were convicted.
Are you in violation of the statute before you're convicted? Or are you innocent until proven guilty?
Well, I mean, you're innocent until proven guilty, but if there's
So
probable
you haven't
cause,
violated the statute until you've been convicted, right?
well, if there's probable cause to arrest you for it, then you're in
But
violation.
you're still
of
not
the statute.
convicted of it. No, you're alleged to have been in violation. What's up? Okay, I see. Yeah. So what did you mean there? Basically, I'll let you tell me. What did you mean there? Because I think you lied. What is your terms to describe it?
So Mr. Myers does have a prior violation of the aggravated harassment statute pursuant to ARS. So that means how it was displayed to them was you do have a prior violation. So which means you had been arrested for a violation of that ARS.
So in your terminology, you're convicted if you're arrested?
No.
So you're just alleged to have violated it?
It says it was a prior violation. You violated it. You were not convicted of it until you're proven guilty in court.
So you haven't actually violated it until you've been convicted? Before you're convicted, it's an allegation, right?
Yeah, you're alleged to have committed that crime.
So you're not actually in violation of the statute until it's proven beyond a reasonable doubt in court, or you plead guilty, right?
Well, you're not convicted of it.
So then you haven't violated the statute.
I don't think we're going to see eye to eye on this.
So in your terminology, if you arrest somebody, they violated the law.
So, Mr.
Yes.
Myers.
Okay.
So
Yeah. All right.
you're also asking questions. So this is because
I wonder why Rachel's talking. What the fuck is she talking for?
The law.
so Mr.
Yes.
Myers.
Okay. If you arrest somebody, they violated the law.
So Mr.
Yes.
Myers.
Okay.
So
Yeah. All right.
you're also asking questions. So this is because it.
So we have it on the record there. If you arrest somebody, you violated the law. That's what Detective Eric Brown, that's what he just said under oath. If you arrest somebody, you violated the law.
It was presented to the grand jury as a second or subsequent violation of
Yeah,
aggravated
that's also
harassment.
wrong too because I've never been convicted. But we'll get to that.
Well, that's a legal
All right,
issue,
you
not
be
an
quiet,
issue
be
for
quiet,
the.
Be quiet. It's my time. So in your mind, you were being honest right there.
Yes.
Okay, so prior violation means you've been priorly arrested, not convicted.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to page. Where's this?
Same transcript?
Yes. Because remember now, let's make sure that we're on the same page here. You, on the first page, let's see, actually, do we even label these first couple? The first part where it says proceedings. So then it starts, page 4. Page 4?
Okay, hang on. Well, I say proceedings, page 3.
Oh, okay. This has got like their names and stuff. I'm skipping that.
So this says page 3, proceedings, and then it starts with the bailiff.
Right. Let's go to the next page.
So page 4. Okay.
Page 4, yeah. My copy's kind of dull.
It starts with, do you have
Yes,
information?
exactly. Line 4, what does that say?
It's a question. It says, is that for the incidents alleged to have occurred?
Here in P. I mean,
Here, you want to finish reading?
Yeah.
Okay.
Question.
So I'll start over. Is that for the incidents alleged to have occurred here in Pima County on or about March 13th, 16th, and 17th of 2025?
Yes.
And then yes, you want me to keep reading?
No.
Oh.
So on March 13th, 16th, and 17th, when did I encourage my followers to contact Shannon Walker? What date and time?
So on the 13th, you had sent an email to
This guy's
Mrs.
so
Walker,
fucking cooked.
which would have been a violation of.
No,
the
I'm asking
injunction.
you when on March 13th, 16th, or 17th, I encouraged people to contact Shannon Walker.
Well, those charges you were
No, I'm
charged
asking
with
you
violating the
March
injunction against
13th,
harassment.
16th, and 17th. when did I encourage people to contact Shannon Walker on March 13th, 16th, and 17th?
You got to let him answer the question.
He's not answering the question.
So on March 16th and 17th, you posted her contact information on your YouTube channel, which implies that you would like her to be contacted.
Oh, so if you post something, that means so in your opinion, me posting their contact information indicates to contact them?
Yes.
But I didn't actually say to contact her.
No, those words did not come out of your mouth. No.
Okay, so let's go now to page... Let's go to page 10.
Okay.
Line 9. Can you read that part? That little?
Says the witness.
Yeah.
Says, from the evidence of what I have, he has encouraged his YouTube followers to reach out and address their grievances with her in this case.
So is that a lie?
No, by posting her contact information and telling people that they should redress their grievances, in my opinion, shows that your intent was to have her contacted to redress their grievances with her, whatever they may be.
Didn't you just say that I didn't tell anybody to contact her on those days?
You said specifically, did I say contact her? You posted her contact information and then said, feel free to reach out or to address your grievances with them. So by posting the contact information and then telling people, or at least stating on your YouTube channel, that you should reach out or redress your grievances, by putting up her contact information, it's implied that that's what you would like them to do.
So on March 13th, 16th, and 17th, exactly what minute and second of what video did I say, reach out and address your grievances with Shannon Walker?
Well, the 13th, there wasn't a video, it was an email that was sent. So
we
that was where we went with the 13th. On the 16th and 17th, you posted her contact information to include her work information in those videos.
When did I verbally say, reach out and address your grievances with Shannon Walker on those dates?
In those two videos, I don't believe you did.
Okay, so is that a lie?
No, by posting, like I said, by posting her contact information, and there is a totality of all of your videos.
The totality of the
it says
circumstances.
March 13th, 16th,
everyone.
and 17th.
Correct.
So we're let's just keep it to March 16th and 17th because you said 13th was the email.
But it's not that. It's the totality of the circumstances. You got to take it. It doesn't matter if the jury's seen all the videos or not. We got to take the totality of the circumstances, Mr. Myers. You wanted people to reach out and address their grievances. I never heard you say that, but I guess so. What is this fucking guy talking about?
Let's not talk about
videos.
Hold on.
Information, and there is a totality of, by posting, like I said, by posting her contact information, and there is a totality of all of your videos.
Hold on. It says March 13th, 16th, and 17th.
Correct.
So we're let's just keep it to March 16th and 17th because you said 13th was the email. Let's not talk about any other videos except March 16th and 17th. Not totality of the circumstances, none of that stuff. March 16th, March 17th. When did Lane Myers say, reach out?
Now, just for proper context, everyone, while this isn't a actual jailhouse photo, he is in this room in an orange jumpsuit, shackled while conducting this interview, and the detective sounds like he's the one that's been in jail for 80 days or something at this point. What is this fucking guy babbling about?
To Shannon Walker and address your grievances.
In those two videos, you did not say that.
So why does it say this in the grand jury testimony?
Because by posting her contact information, that's what's implied.
That's your opinion.
Yes.
But I didn't actually say it at any point that you are aware of.
No.
Okay.
What are we doing here? What the fuck?
between March 13th and March 28th, what direct threats did Lane Myers make to Shannon Walker?
I don't believe you made any direct threats to her.
You don't believe him, or are you just guessing, or is that pretty much
No, I don't have any information that you made any direct threats to Mrs. Walker during that time frame.
between March 13th and March 28th? Okay, from September 12th to February 22nd, what specific threats did Lane Myers make to Shannon Walker?
I do not believe you made any threats of harm. There were mentions of going to her work, redressing her in front of her neighbors, or I can't specifically recall something about her neighbors.
Do you want to read? Do you want to see the email, or to refresh your memory? Or?
I don't have any of those emails here.
Don't you have it?
I can pull up
The one
these,
from
but
yesterday?
Do you have it with
No,
you?
I didn't bring it from yesterday.
Is there an
So, you
email
know the
from-
one we were talking about yesterday?
Is there an email from yesterday?
No,
The one that her and I, the one that we were talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
it's referencing.
This cap is so dumb.
So you're not aware of any specific articulated threats by Lane Myers towards Shannon Walker other than what you're calling a threat of going to a government building or going to her neighbors and talking to her neighbors?
Correct. I don't recall any direct threats.
All right, you know this police report that I gave you a couple copies of?
Oh, yes, this one?
Yeah, can you grab that? Can you read that top part
Are you done with the transcript here?
for right now?
Okay.
Just keep it though. Keep
Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep it over. Read which part?
it. The top. Like, not like the primary officer part, but like where your narrative little thing
It
starts.
just says this incident
Below that, yeah. Like, you know,
on March 18th.
below, right above that.
Okay, I'll just read the whole thing.
That's what I'm saying, like the little paragraph, you know, little
It
thing
says
you
this
put.
incident will be connected
Right.
to TBD case P2410210047, which has already been charged. The victim has an outstanding injunction against harassment against Lane Myers. This incident is to document new violations of that injunction. Mr. Myers violated that order in the following ways. On March 18th of 2025, I was contacted by Shannon Walker in reference to the injunction against harassment that is active against Lane Myers. She was concerned about the following, or about additional violations.
Thank you. Okay, so now, so she contacted you about violations of the injunction, correct?
Yes.
And your statement was they were that you believed after talking to her there was violations of the injunction.
Yes.
Okay. What is the crime for violating an injunction?
A violation of an injunction in itself
Yeah.
alone would be an interfering with judicial proceedings
Okay.
on face value alone.
Okay. So now let's go to March 17th, the
Fuck are
first
we
one.
doing here then?
The first what?
There's like two March 17th.
Oh, the paragraphs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. On March 17, 2025, Myers posted a video on his YouTube page titled Publicly Available Public Information, and then there's a YouTube link. During this video, Myers scrolls through the University of Arizona website. He shows the victim's bio information, work contact information to include her work phone and email. He also locates a family photo taken from the law school newsletter showing the victim, her husband, and their two minor children. The thumbnail for this video is a photo of the victim and her husband with Lane Myers' face photoshopped over the faces of the two children. This would be another violation of the injunction against harassment that states Myers is prohibited from posting the victim's contact information to include her work information on any social media platform.
So that was, in your opinion, another violation of the injunction.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's go to the bottom. What does it say? Right above where it says like the next guy's name.
Due to the violation of the injunction against harassment on March 16th and 17th, as well as a violation by sending an email to the victim on March 13th, a stop and arrest was issued for Lane Myers for 3 counts of aggravated harassment.
So how do we get from violating the injunction to aggravated harassment?
Because you had prior violations.
Of what?
The aggravated harassment.
No, that doesn't. Well, I'm asking you, how did it? You said it was a violation of the injunction, which
Yes,
is
so you
interfering with judicial proceedings.
Yeah, so you had been arrested prior
For what?
in the previous case for aggravated harassment for violating the injunction against harassment.
No, I thought.
So,
oh wait, no,
and then
sorry.
that case was taken care of So since that case had already been presented in a grand jury, this is an entirely new separate case where you needed to be charged with additional aggravated harassment.
For violating the injunction.
Yes.
So aggravated harassment means you violated an injunction?
Well, it means you committed the act of harassment, and when you did that, there was already an active injunction against harassment for you, which then makes it an aggravated harassment charge.
So why did Shannon Walker call and report an injunction against harassment, not harassment? A violation of the injunction? Because we just read this, we read this on the record now. Shannon Walker called and reported a violation of the injunction against harassment. She didn't call and report harassment. So why would it go from a violation of the injunction against harassment? You said that 4 different separate times in here, due to the violation of the injunction against harassment, which is interfering with judicial proceedings, okay? Doesn't matter if you have a previous, because you remember now, you just said, the act of harassment is a separate crime than interfering with judicial proceedings. So how did you get from it's a violation of the injunction to aggravated harassment?
Because of the videos that you posted, the followers or subscribers or however you want to call them have been contacting her in a harassing manner, discussing the things that are discussed in your videos, which would lead her to feel harassed.
But she didn't report harassment, right? She reported a violation of the injunction against harassment?
She did.
So she didn't report harassment?
She did report harassment. It's all, like I said, with the
Do you
whole
have
totality.
That written? Is that somewhere in the
Does it
police
say
report?
specifically in here that she felt harassed? No, it doesn't say that in the report.
Doesn't somebody have to feel harassed?
Well, that's a problem, don't you think? I feel like that might be a problem. I feel like this right here, this is going to be a problem for them.
So she didn't report harassment, right?
Which would lead her to feel harassed.
But she didn't report harassment, right? She reported a violation of the injunction against harassment?
She did.
So she didn't report harassment?
She did report harassment. It's all, like I said, with the
Do you
whole
have that
totality.
The totality of the
Does it say
circumstances.
specifically in here that, like I said, with the
Do you
whole
have that
totality?
written? Is that somewhere in the
Does it
police
say
report?
specifically in here that she felt harassed? No, it doesn't say that in the report.
Doesn't somebody have to feel harassed to be charged for somebody to be charged for harassment?
She was harassed, and that's why there was a prior case.
But doesn't she have to indicate she feels harassed? Doesn't the victim have to report harassment before you can arrest somebody for harassment?
Not in this instance, I don't believe so.
What was the special exception for this incident?
The fact that you have a prior
The
case
Lane
for
Myers
aggravated
rule.
harassment already pending.
Special exception for this incident.
The fact that you have a prior case for aggravated harassment already pending against the same victim and the same injunction is currently active.
So the victim doesn't get to decide if it's harassment or not, you do?
Per the statute, there was probable cause to arrest you for those charges.
Even though your report says it's a violation of the injunction, you're saying the victim did not report harassment. You wrote your report as a violation of the injunction. But somewhere in this unspoken, unseen, unwritten area that you're referring to, it went from a violation of the injunction to aggravated harassment?
Yes.
And that was your determination?
Yes.
Without the victim's input?
Well, the victim has given her input.
I'm talking about on this specific March 18th, March 16th, this paper we're looking at right here.
Well, if the victim didn't feel like there was an issue, she wouldn't have reported it.
She said she did feel like there's an issue, right? We read on March 18th, she referenced to the injunction harassment. She was concerned about violations of the injunction for harassment, right?
Correct.
So she wasn't concerned about harassment, though, right? She didn't report that. Do you have that somewhere?
She was concerned about the entire totality of all of the cases. And I know you want to try to pinpoint this as a specific day, but you can't look at it as a specific day because this is
Well, that's what we're doing right now.
A pattern of behavior.
No, I'm asking about this piece of paper that you're looking at. Does it say anywhere on here that she reported harassment?
There is no mention of harassment on where she mentioned that. No.
So where's your report for the aggravated harassment?
I already explained that.
This is the report for it?
Yeah, she explained that she received emails and phone calls
There's no
that were
report
harassing
for
to her in nature,
anywhere.
and the nature of those emails and phone calls were from things that were mentioned in your video. And
Did you listen to the voicemails and read the emails?
I did.
And has anybody been charged for those for harassment?
Not at this time.
Will they be?
Undetermined.
Let's go to the other piece of paper
Which
that you have right there.
The transcripts?
No, the one right there.
Police reports?
Yep.
The other police report?
Yeah, the incident supplement.
The
October
narrative that starts
22nd.
October 22nd?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, can you read the last line of the first paragraph?
The last line of the first paragraph. Sure. He also mentioned for people to not contact the plaintiff in that incident.
So, in that video, I specifically said, "Do not contact Shannon Walker."
On October 22nd of 2024, yes. Or, let's see.
It would be the 21st.
I guess so that was the date of that. But the video was posted on October.
What are we doing here, bro?
So you removed the warrant.
Yeah. So there was a stop and arrest that was issued for you by a different officer, and at that time I did have that removed out of the system so we could further review the case.
So you didn't find there was any violation at that time?
No, it's not that I didn't find that there wasn't a violation. It's just the way that the original injunction against.
This is when it really starts to get. This is when it really starts to get good, guys. This is when it really just starts to get unbelievable for Matt, Shanny, and Rachel the retard, and the Tucson police.
Harassment was issued. We just wanted to ensure that it wasn't overbroad with the verbiage on you not allowing to post or mention her at all on any platform of social media. So we figured that it was going to be contested, or at least possibly modified, so we waited until the modification hearing.
And what was the judge's finding about that specific thing of being overbroad? Didn't the judge say it was overbroad?
I don't know specifically what the judge says, but I know that the order was modified.
Because he specifically said that is too overbroad, right? You don't know that? You weren't.
I wasn't at the hearing. I didn't partake in any of that. But all I know is that the order was changed from the initial order that she got in October to when it was modified on November 14th. That modified it to where it stated that you should not post any of her contact information to include her work information.
But I could still make videos about her, just not show her contact information.
I believe so.
Okay. So who was we when you said we wanted to make sure it wasn't overbroad?
Well, when I took a look at the case and saw that was the verbiage in there, I had gotten some advice from my legal advisor's department with TPD specifically, and that was also what they kind of confirmed was, let's wait and see what happens with the second hearing.
So even the own Tucson Police Department were worried that it was a violation of my First Amendment?
But as the order was written, those were violations. But you weren't charged at that time.
But they were concerned, that you're saying? That your own legal department was concerned?
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that, there wouldn't be any issues.
What changed?
Well, the order was modified, and then after the order was modified, then we proceeded forward with the case.
But I'm asking what changed from them being concerned that it was overbroad. So if you said you were worried it was overbroad, then the judge changed it, and he took away, and he even said I could post about her as long as I didn't put her information, right? So why that video I didn't post her information? So why am I now charged with it?
I'm kind of lost on which video you're talking about here.
This right here.
I bet you're lost,
Right
buddy.
here, it says
Better find yourself quick.
this police report in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't show her information. I told people not to contact her. You read the injunction. Your legal department determined it was possibly a violation of my First Amendment. You didn't. You took the stop and arrest off. Then 6 months later, you charged me for the same crime based on the same set of facts. What changed?
So in this incident, you weren't charged on October 21st, but as the order was written at that time, it would have been a violation of the order because you were prohibited from posting or mentioning her at all whatsoever on social media, and you did that.
So why am I charged for right now for the same video? For a felony aggravated harassment for that video that you just said was possibly a violation of my First Amendment if you're basing it on the original conditions at the time, you're saying at the time you could have arrested me. But you didn't. But now I'm charged for the same video as a felony, and you lied to the grand jury and said that I showed her contact information, but I didn't. I not only did I not show her contact information, I told people
Rachel.
not to contact her.
Okay, So you're asking a lot of questions here, so you're not being specific. As far as the actual charging decision in bringing the case, the county attorney's office brings the case, and then the grand jury is the one that actually
Okay.
does the true bill. He does. He
Let's
just
go to the grand
presents
jury
information.
testimony then, where he said where he described that incident differently than he just described it now. So let's catch him in a lie.
Which
we
which
go.
Okay,
grant? Do you
so
a
I
different
have this
transcript?
grant. This is the second one though, so
No, I know, I got the
don't
first one
believe
for
that
you.
would
Here you
be.
There
Okay,
you go.
yeah, I just want to make sure I got the right one for you.
Because somehow that went from no crime to a felony. Page 8.
Okay,
See page 8,
I do.
number 9.
Where it starts on October 21st?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead and read that.
On October 21st of 2024, Myers goes live on his YouTube channel in a video entitled Mike Oxlong Reports Lost the First Amendment, Can't Find It, and posts the injunction showing Shannon's name and her workplace address.
But I didn't actually show her name and address, so why would you put that in there?
I would have to review the video to
Don't you think
see
that's-
specifically.
Don't you think that's important before you go and get a felony from the grand jury?
Well, I don't recall the video at this point. It was 6 months ago.
I
Do you
don't
feel-
recall. It's just your life, sir?
It would be exculpatory to mention that I also mentioned not to contact the plaintiff. Why didn't you mention that in this? When you presented this to the grand jury, why did you leave off the part where it says he also mentioned for people to not contact the plaintiff in that incident? Why wasn't that included in your testimony to the grand jury?
Give me just a minute.
Here, let me guess first, because he's a scumbag piece of shit.
I mean, if it's not in the grand jury
Are
transcript,
we watching the are we watching the time go by there? Holy shit.
Testimony to the grand jury. Mentioned for people to not contact the plaintiff in that incident. Why wasn't that included in your testimony to the grand jury?
give me just a minute.
Why wasn't that included in your testimony? 2738. Here, give me a second to think of something real quick.
I mean, if it's not in the grand jury transcripts, I guess it must have been left out, but I did include that in my police report.
Oh, I guess I just left that out, Mr. Myers, to get this felony on you. I guess I just left that out. And isn't this the piece of shit that said that Mr. Myers was Shannon's ex-boyfriend too? Isn't this the same piece of shit? These pieces of fucking shit.
So if it did get left out of the grand jury, I would agree that that would have been a good statement to have.
Exculpatory. You know what exculpatory means?
Well, yeah, I mean, that would be information that would have been pertinent for you in the case, yes.
Because you have to present evidence of not just my guilt, but also my innocence, right?
Correct, I just present facts to the grand jury.
But you left that material fact out.
It looks like it, yes.
Was that intentional?
No.
So you
if it was-
accidentally let off that?
If it was intentional, it wouldn't have been in my police report.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, how you went from a police report saying he not to contact her to, I want to get a felony saying to contact her.
I'm not sure how else you want me to answer that.
So you agree that it was potentially exculpatory? Okay.
What a piece of shit.
You don't. You think it was an accident?
I think he's answered that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
We're
just a
at
typo.
32, so
It was just a.
28
This is
minutes.
just a typo too. Him,
Okay,
foggy
so
memory
What's your
syndrome.
relationship with? Yeah. Okay, so what's your relationship with Matt and Shannon? Matt Walker.
I don't have a relationship with Matthew Walker. He's a prosecutor at Tucson City Court.
So you've never worked on a case together?
I don't believe I have, no. I think the first time I met him was in regards to this case.
Same with Shannon.
Yes, I had never met Shannon before until this case.
What about Rachel?
But she's a prosecutor at the Pima County Attorney's Office, and I don't believe I've ever had any dealings with her other than this case as well.
What about Laura Conover?
I don't think I've had any contact with Mrs. Conover other than maybe passing her in the elevator at the county attorney's office.
Have you ever donated to her campaign?
No.
Have you ever arrested anyone other than Mr. Myers for harassment of a government employee?
Of course not.
I'm going to direct him not to answer that. I don't think he can get into other police cases.
Why, Shannon?
What do you mean? I'm asking him if he's ever arrested anybody for harassing a
Why?
government employee. We're not asking for the details of the case. It's a simple yes or no question. It's public. Every case is
What a
public.
dumb cunt.
So repeat your question then?
Have you ever arrested anyone for harassing a government employee other than me?
Okay, so when you're asking, was somebody ever, did
Why
he
is she
ever,
Talking.
well, do you want, did he
Why
ever,
are you talking?
well, do you want an answer to, did he
Why
ever,
are you talking?
well, do you want an answer to
I
the
want to
question?
talk to the detective without you interrupting me or wanting to sit there and mind your own business.
Are you asking him if he has ever arrested somebody who works for a government agency?
No. I asked him if he's ever arrested somebody for harassing a government employee other than Lane Myers.
Anybody who's ever committed a harassment against
Why?
somebody who works for the government?
Have you ever?
What?
Has he ever arrested somebody for the charge of harassment, and the victim was a government employee other than Lane Myers?
No.
So you're a general, like you work on all kind of cases. You're a detective. You do, I know you said auto theft, but obviously this isn't auto theft. So what do you just generalize?
So when I
general
initially
crime?
got promoted in 2009, we had a specific auto theft unit, and I was assigned to that unit till 2016. At that time, we did a reorganization, and then I was moved to the neighborhood crime section in our West Division. And they took away like our property crime section, so we had specific like auto theft, we had burglary, we had specific units, and they merged all of them into the neighborhood crime. So unless we have a specific like homicide, aggravated assault, robbery, fraud unit, those all have their specific. Everything else basically comes to us.
So you don't work on shootings or anything?
We do gun pointings.
No, you.
Yeah, I do gun pointings. We
Shootings.
do. Sometimes I have investigated shootings.
So you've investigated a case where somebody used a gun to shoot somebody allegedly
Yes, I've investigated lots of different
throughout your
cases.
career. You know what I mean? I'm not saying maybe today.
Yes.
So when you investigated those cases, how many times did you arrest the gun manufacturer and let the person who shot the gun go?
I can't recall any gun manufacturers being arrested in any case that I worked on.
So you only arrested the person that committed the crime,
Yes.
not the person who provided the gun by manufacturing it?
No.
Have you ever done DUIs, aggravated DUIs where somebody dies or anything like that?
Yes, I've done those.
So when you've investigated those DUIs where somebody dies, or I don't know what they call it. I'm not hip on the stuff. Aggravated or something where it's more than you're just your run-of-the-mill misdemeanor. How many times have you let the person who crashed into the family and killed someone go, and then went and charged Jack Daniels?
0.
How do you have jurisdiction at the U of A? Is there some type of an agreement or something?
At the U of A? Well,
Yeah.
I'm certified as a peace officer in the state of Arizona.
Yeah, I've been told that they have to have an agreement that it's a federal land grant university. They have their own police department. So I'm wondering why you're investigating and not the U of A police. The U of A police said that there was some kind of an agreement. So what is that agreement?
I know agencies have intergovernmental agency, like the IGAs, that they have agreements upon where they, I don't have any information on that. That's all way beyond my pay grade.
So you just know you can investigate crimes that occur at the U of A?
Well, I investigate crimes that are reported to the Tucson Police Department, yes.
But what if they occur in the jurisdiction of the University of Arizona Police Department?
Well, I mean, if you want to go back to like other cases, like you can have a car that was stolen in Pima County, and then if we recover it in Tucson, I still investigate that case, even though it originated in Pima County.
Pima County's not a federal land grant.
No, I don't know what answer you're looking for.
It's my understanding that the U of A Police Department has exclusive jurisdiction on the campus.
We don't go and patrol the campus since they have their own police department, but if they have certain crimes that they want assistance with, they call us to come investigate. But I guess that would be part of the IGA, which I don't have any information on.
So did the U of A Police Department call you for help on this case?
No.
Well then why are you investigating a crime that occurred on the campus?
Because Mrs. Walker reported it to us.
But wouldn't you say, well, that's on the campus, we don't investigate that unless they ask us to?
No, this case was assigned to me by my sergeant, and
Who's your
that's what we
sergeant?
investigated, which would be Sergeant.
This was a
Keating?
special
Connor
project.
Keating?
It is Connor Keating, yeah. So one N, CONORKEATING.
Is he related to the Colin Keating at the U of A?
I don't believe so. No.
Lieutenant over there. Okay, so at no point have you interacted with the U of A Police Department on this case?
I have interacted with them. I've had some phone calls with them in reference to a separate case that you had over there, where
The U-turn thing?
yeah, you violated the injunction. I think the U of A arrested you.
Yeah, that got dismissed.
Okay, but they arrested you on a case, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
He
so
still
I
thinks
have been
that's a
in contact
crime.
with them in reference to that case.
That's what you were talking about.
They had just let me
So-
know. Yeah, they had let me know that they had contact and they had arrested you, but that's a separate thing. I was not dealing with that investigation.
For that case specifically.
Yeah, I wasn't involved in that. No.
But they didn't call, so at no point did they call you and ask you to help in this specific incident with the emails, the voicemails to her U of A voicemail and email?
No, they didn't reach out and say, "Hey, we need you guys to take this case." No,
You haven't been in contact with them about it at all?
just to the degree that I
I'm
advised you. and then-
about that other case. I'm saying about the case, this indictment, these things we're talking about right now, any of this.
I have been in contact with Adam Lawson. I believe he's over at the University. I think he's one of their threat mitigation guys. He's called over and asked for updates on the case, and they're monitoring it obviously because it has a U of A part in it.
Because they're going to have to pay me a lot of money.
That'll be to be determined.
Okay. Let's pull up the indictment. You got that?
No.
You say so, pal.
Well, I guess we could use the grand jury because you kind of go through each charge there.
Okay, which one? The first one or the second one?
The 1060.
Okay, got that one still here. So is there a specific page?
Yeah, I'm going to page 5.
Page 5?
Yep. So I'm going to go through like the indictment, but you don't have a copy of it. Do you have it over there, Rachel?
I think she's trying to pull it up right now, but
Yeah, so I can say like count 1, count like that. But because the indictment isn't in the same order as the grand jury. In the grand jury you went like by the date, month and date, and then the grand jury in the indictment it kind of just starts all over the place.
so understand that when I get to the grand jury, I just present them straight facts, and then I don't have any control over how
Straight
the indictment's
facts,
written
except
or
for
how
those
it shows
lies.
up or any of that. I don't have any.
I'm just trying to figure out
that.
the best way to go through each count. So September. So we're on page 5?
It might be best to go chronologically if I.
That's
can
what I'm
make a
trying to say, by
suggestion.
the date instead
Yeah,
of
I would just go by the date.
So I'm on page 5.
So on page line 6, September 12th.
Yes. Do you want me to read?
No, I'm just.
Oh, okay.
So we're on that so that we can.
Yeah. So I see. So on September 12th,
Right,
2024.
okay, so
yes.
that's like count 7. So count 7. On the indictment, they're calling it count 7, but on here it's the first time he took. So what
Okay.
was the specific acts of harassment alleged on September 12th?
Well, it looks like on September 12th you called her.
So that's a crime? That's a specific fact, I mean?
You called her and then asked her for assistance in helping her husband Matt not be a crooked-ass prosecutor.
What else did I say?
I don't know specifically. I would.
Did you listen to the voicemail?
I did, but I don't remember it.
So you don't remember the whole part about me asking for her help with the special director, as the director of special project?
I believe you probably mentioned that. Yes.
So that wasn't important to tell the grand jury? You figured just put among other things?
Yes.
Was that your decision?
Yes.
Okay. September 23rd, what was the specific facts of the specific acts of harassment on September 23rd? That's count 8.
So it says that you posted a video to your YouTube channel entitled "I Want to Apologize," which
Email that
displayed
dumb
Mrs.
cunt.
Walker's name, picture, and public contact information from her work to include her physical office number. You state that you're studying your opponents and that if you bother me, I'm going to bother you.
Was that in reference to Shannon Walker, or was that just your interpretation of that?
My interpretation was that was your intent towards Mrs. Walker.
So you're saying that the specific act of harassment was what? Posting her name, picture, and public information? 'Cause
Yes.
there was no injunction at that point.
On September 23rd, no, I don't believe there was an injunction.
No, there wasn't. So what was the criminal element of posting that?
She felt
Oh,
harassed.
she felt. Okay. No, I was asking for what you thought, because you ultimately have to determine. You take what people feel and determine if they're crimes. So you're saying your answer for that is she felt harassed.
Yes, that's why it was reported.
Okay, that's why. Was that it was reported, or is that why I was arrested?
Is that a question, or are you
Yeah.
just talking?
So I'm asking you, why was that? Why I was arrested, or was that what?
Well, you weren't arrested on September 23rd.
I was arrested on count 8. It says that it says class 1 misdemeanor harassment. So I'm asking you. You determined the probable cause on that. What was your probable cause? Let's change words to the police terms. What was your probable cause on September 23rd?
Well, you violated the harassment statute.
In which way?
So it'd be
You
good.
created communication or directed communication towards Mrs. Walker that caused her to feel harassed or distressed.
Did I cause or direct?
Well, you
That's
direct-
two separate acts, like under the elements of the statute.
I think we might have differing opinions on that.
No, I mean there's like elements, section 1, section 2. It says that I'm charged under section A, which is causes of communication.
Well, I mean, you posted this, so I would imagine you caused it.
But I mean, you can either direct. I could either direct an act of harassment at her, or cause an act of harassment. And I'm asking you, which one was your probable cause based on?
Well, you posted the video about her, which would, in my opinion, be directed towards her. It is about her. It is not about anybody but her.
Did I tag her in it?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so it was directed at her, but I didn't tag her.
And just to let you know, there's 15 minutes left.
Okay. Do you know what tagging is? Do you know what that means?
Uh-huh.
Okay. On social media or whatever, how you make that?
I don't know. I'm not aware that you tagged her in any of your videos, to be honest with you.
So isn't that what the court defines as directed?
I don't think I can tell you what the court defines.
So I didn't tag her in any video. Thank you. But so how do you come, if I didn't tag her, how was it directed at her? Did somebody put a gun to her head and make her watch it?
I know that Mrs. Walker was notified about videos either by her looking at them herself or by colleagues or friends or coworkers letting her know that these videos were out there about her. So there was different methods and forms of how she was notified about these videos being out there about her.
But none of those methods were Lane Myers.
Other than you posting the video.
No, I'm saying directed. The contact to let her know that the video existed. You're saying I didn't tag her. I didn't contact her and tell her to watch it. You're saying that other people did this. So she had to seek these videos out on her own.
To some degree, yes. And then also, like when you posted her email and phone number, then she started receiving messages. She started to then wonder why she would be receiving so many messages, and then that also encouraged her to then view or at least to search out why she was receiving those messages, and then in turn she finds your videos.
But that wasn't. None of those were from Lane Myers.
They were your videos, yes.
No. Those messages that those that caused her to seek it out.
No, I believe you've only called her like 4 times.
3 voicemails.
3 voicemails, and then you called and hung up once.
Oh, okay. So you're counting that.
So
All right.
4.
But I never told her, hey, go watch a video.
Not that I remember, no.
October 2nd, right? What
I
was
think
your
she's
probable
mine,
cause
too.
on October 2nd for active harassment?
We just read this here?
Yeah, it says
So that's October 2nd, 2024.
you don't need to read it. I'm asking you what your probable cause is.
It's another video about Mrs. Walker, and you alleged that she had gotten your wife fired from her job, and stated in your video that her phone number and email are public information on the workplace website, which would imply that you want people to reach out and contact her.
Implied, but I never said it.
Yes.
Yes, I said it, or yes,
No, yes, I'm agreeing with you.
you're agreeing that it's implied, not directly said.
You didn't specifically say that, no.
Okay. Do you know that actually says Samantha Walker, not Shannon Walker? That's a different woman?
I know the video was about Samantha Walker, yes.
Well, you just said it was about Shannon, so I'm just curious.
You also mentioned Shannon's name in the video.
So the video was about Samantha Walker, but I mentioned Shannon's name?
Yes, you talk about both of them in that video.
Okay.
So what?
And if you ask about Samantha, I don't know anything about your issues or dealings with Samantha Walker.
He
Yeah,
cooked
she
the
got
fuck
roasted
out of her
too.
too.
So, just like you're gonna. So, let's go to October 8th.
Okay.
That's, so, just like you're gonna. So, yeah, she got roasted in court too. So, just like you're gonna. So, let's go to October 8th.
Okay.
That's, what you calling that? Posted video. See, that goes to the next page, page 6.
It's your nuclear option, Matt Walker, Tucson City.
So, what was your probable cause on that one?
You posted her name, her picture, all her contact information, her room number at the University of Arizona, and then stated that I guarantee I'm going to go to the U of A Law School and ask to speak to Shannon. After the video, Mrs. Walker received several voicemails from people calling her names, and she believed that they were all threatening in tone.
Are you just going to read the grand jury transcript? Because that's not what we're here for.
You asked what the probable cause was. That's what's in the grand jury statement.
Is posting her contact information a crime?
When there's an injunction or
There wasn't,
against
though.
it.
There wasn't.
There wasn't. That's what led up to her getting the
So I'm
injunction.
asking if it was a crime without an injunction.
Yes, because she felt harassed by your behavior.
So it's a crime if somebody feels harassed. It's not a crime if they don't feel harassed?
Well, if somebody doesn't feel harassed, then I guess they wouldn't be a victim.
So anybody can be a victim. They just got to say that if they feel harassed. There's no subjective, or intent, or there's no, it's public information on a government website. There's no free speech. There's no freedom of the press. Like, where does it go from? You can just a government employee can say they posted my government contact information, and that's harassment.
Well, you directed your videos and your
Directed again. You're using that word again. So
attention
this video
towards
you
her.
felt direct. This video you're claiming was directed.
Yes, it's about her.
Oh, it's about her. Okay, so it was about her. But again, not tagged. You said no tags in any video, so we can skip that part. But in that video, did he say did Lane Meyer say contact Shannon Walker?
In that video, I don't believe you did, no.
Okay. Okay, so now on number 9, October 9th, excuse me. They're calling that count 11. So it says it posted a live stream where he goes to the University of Law School. Is going to the University of Law School a crime?
Going to the law school in itself is not a crime, no.
Okay. Is going to a public area in a public building a crime?
In itself, no.
Is talking to government employees about a story you're doing as a journalist a crime?
Not in itself.
On October 9th, did I make any contact with Shannon Walker?
I do not believe you did.
What's the probable cause then?
So you responded to the University Law School where she is employed, and due to your behavior and the attention that you were seeking to speak with her or search her out, she felt that you were harassing and looking for her.
But don't you have to determine if somebody's feelings are a crime? I'm asking you what your probable cause was, not Shannon Walker's. What was your probable cause for somebody going that you just stated? It's not a crime to go to the building. It's not a crime to walk around in public areas of a public building, and it's not a crime to talk to public employees during a public building about your matters of public interest. So how does it go from not being a crime to a crime on October 9th?
Well, probable cause for her and probable cause for me would be probable cause is just probable cause. It's not different for different people. The behavior that is leading up to this is now we're going on a couple weeks now where...
No, I'm talking about on October 9th. October 9th, specific to October 9th.
That you showed up at her workplace and...
Was there an injunction?
No, I believe she got it. I think she got it the next day.
So, and you've already testified that the University Law School is open to the public from 8 to 5 every day, right?
I'm not aware of their business hours. I believe the campus is open, but I wouldn't be able to say that 100%. I don't work there.
October 15th.
Mm-hmm.
That's the count 12 harassment. What's your probable cause there? It says that it calls from leaves a voicemail that says, and he's an independent journalist, and he can come to the law school, and there's nothing they can do to stop him because it's a public building. It's open to the public. We can do this the easy way or the uncomfortable way. Then he says he's not going to hurt her. So how is that harassment?
So, in your opinion, if somebody that you don't know that is continually trying to make contact with you leaves you a voicemail and says, we can do this the easy way or the hard or the uncomfortable way, and don't worry, I'm not trying to hurt you, that wouldn't raise any concerns for you at all?
It's not my. You're not. I'm not here to answer questions. You are.
Well, you want me to change the way that she feels because you don't feel...
No, I just want you to testify to what your determination of probable cause was based on. You're saying it was her feelings, so again, we're going with
harassment, yes.
Her feelings. She felt harassed.
You've got 6 minutes.
The way they've done this timetable, fucked them.
October 16th. No one is trying to hurt her again, right? They just want information.
Yep, you leave another voicemail. Tell her that she can't hide behind the website. She's going to face public scrutiny. Nobody's there to hurt her. Again, if somebody calls you and tells you, don't worry, no one's going to hurt you, it would raise a red flag for me, and that's why it's more harassment.
So if somebody says they're not going to hurt you, that means they're going to hurt you?
Well, there would be no reason to mention it otherwise.
Or so there wouldn't be a reason to make her understand that it's not about anything other than wanting information?
Well, that I know on that day you also posted her contact information, her biography again. You also mentioned in that video that her information no longer appeared on the website, and then also made comments that the calls or us calling is working, and that if you just call the university and ask for her number, they will give it to you.
And that's a crime?
That would be harassment.
So calling, which part of that is the harassment part?
Well, you're directing folks to call. And
Call her or call the law school?
well, if you stated that all you have to do is call the law school and ask for her number, I would believe that you had meant for them to call her.
Not the law school. And ask for her number.
Yes, you mentioned all you have to do is call the law school and ask for her number.
And they would give it to you.
Yes.
Because it's a public information, right?
Well, that's what you said.
But is it public information?
It was on the website.
So
at one point.
is it on a public website? Because it's still up there right now today.
I wouldn't be able to tell you if it's a public website. Like it's
You
their
don't know if the
website.
University of Arizona website is a public website?
If you go on the website and it's there, then
So the injunction hadn't been served yet, though, right? So it still wasn't. There was no court order saying you couldn't put up her contact information.
on October 16th, no, it was. I believe it was served the next day, correct? October 17th.
Yeah, October 18th, really.
You're down to 3 minutes.
The guy lied about that. Pretty good too. So, January 22nd, the lies heard around the world.
Still there.
Seems like so. Can we assume?
Okay, hang on real quick. So we're on page 9 now.
Yeah, 9.
January 22nd. Lies heard around the world. Yes.
So the violation there, the crime there was that showing her information.
Yes, at that time the injunction forbid you from posting any of her contact information to include her work information. And on that day you posted her work bio, her work number, and her work email.
It didn't concern. Did you listen to the video?
I'm sure I probably did listen to it. I wouldn't be able to recite any of it at this point.
So is that the same? So on 24, 27, and 22nd, it just comes down to posting the information.
Yes, those were all things that you were not allowed to do.
So there was no acts of harassment alleged, just the posting of the information.
Well, it's not as simple as that. By continually posting her contact information, she was continually receiving emails and voicemails in regards to your videos and things going on with your case, which caused the communication, which was harassing.
Did Mr. Myers tell anybody to contact her in any of those videos?
No, you didn't specifically say that, no.
Has Mr. Myers ever, in any video, said contact Shannon Walker?
I believe in one video you probably have.
Which one?
No.
You can't do probably. It's
And-
I'm talking about felony.
Never.
Like I said, I wouldn't be able to recite that offhand right now.
Why are you saying it then?
So, to the best of your knowledge and recollection, there's not a single video that I've said contact Shannon Walker.
No, I believe there is. I just wouldn't be able to recite what video, or at least the title of that video is right now offhand.
It's not in any of these grand jury type transcripts,
You've got another minute.
so you don't know.
She's such a
No, I
dirty
said
cunt.
I don't know which video that would be. I wouldn't be able to give you a title right now.
So your statement that Mr. Myers has encouraged people to contact her, he's never directly said contact Shannon Walker.
No, I don't believe that. Like we've said before, you posting the contact information is what you've been doing to direct others to contact her and redress grievances, and just tell her that her husband's not a good prosecutor and she's a horrible person. There would be no other reason for you to post her contact
That's
information.
not what I'm asking. I'm
other
asking,
than
what
It's-
video did I say contact
It's now
Shannon
4
Walker?
o'clock, so
What video?
do you have some last minute questions?
I'm asking you right now. What
that.
video?
I've already answered that 3 times.
You can't remember. You're saying
Yes, I can't remember.
you
That's-
can't
that's
remember
what I'm
any
telling you.
video that I said specifically uttered the words, not the implication or the I showed the video.
Right, I wouldn't be able to give you a title of that right now. I cannot do that.
Okay. So it's now 4 o'clock, so that's the end of the time we have for this.
Here's both the transcripts and the report. Oh, actually, one of those is mine. That one, yep.
So you're ending the interview, not me.
Yeah, so the interview was scheduled from 3 to 4 o'clock. We have now reached 4 o'clock. Mr. Myers is indicating he is not done with his questions for the purposes of the recording, but we've reached the end of the time that we had allotted for this interview, and we have another one scheduled to begin now. And so the time is now 4:01.
So just me, but 57 minutes isn't an hour. I mean, it's not. I am telling everyone to reach out to Rachel Stiles right now. Send her an email. Absolutely, send an email to Rachel Stiles. Do not send anything to Shani. She's too, I don't even know what, but we gotta leave Shani alone because we'll just let court handle. We'll let court chew her up and spit her out. That's how we're gonna let that one go. But I got shit to do. So what's up? You guys want a tune on the way out? That was pretty crazy though. So everybody, please, will this take me to the channel? Please subscribe to Illuminate the Dark. Can I put that in there like that? No, I can't. Because without her, we wouldn't have any of these. We wouldn't have any of these interviews here. We've got the motion to modify from her. We got the lion legal loser Matt Walker, who threw his threw his wife. He threw Shani right under the bus. He threw her right under the bus. He said, "Oh yeah, we work together. We work together." After she said, "No, we don't work together, Your Honor, no." That's what she said. She said, "No, Your Honor, no, we don't work together." And then Matt just threw her right under the bus and then drove the bus over and backed the bus back up over and nasty stuff. But here we go. I know what I'll do. I appreciate everybody coming in and joining me this evening. Until the next time, anybody know what the delay is? This is a public service.
Who goes by, this is a public service on YouTube.
This is a public service.
This is a public service.
Yeah, it's killer be kill for real when you living with the nature. Grizzly with a heart chilly as a glacier. Fuck around, I'ma leave you critically endangered. Soon to be extinct if you triggering my anger. Danger, try to stop the flow, you'll need a tourniquet. Yeah, I'ma leave blood on the leaves. Think I'm flying with the crows, how I murder shit. When I step into the jungle, they freeze. Survival of the fittest when you enter in the wilderness. Ain't no showing timidness when all these carnivorous predators on the prowl with the growl so villainous. Better keep your vigilance up, cause we be killing shit on the Serengeti, and I'm ready for a chase. Ready for whatever when they enter in my space. Either kill or you're on the dinner fork on a plate. Either eat or you gon' get ate. They see that trouble come, I'm what they running from. So don't be getting in the way. Heart of a lion, it's the art of surviving. You're either predator or prey. We just some animals. From the Black Lagoon, like a fully grown gator, eviscerate and consume. Yeah, it's light work. Show them how the circle of life works. A survivor, I fight first. I push them to the edge with a reason to dive. Then I put them down quick and I eat them alive. Pick the bones clean until the hyenas arrive. And the vultures circling over the scene in the skies. To survive, I'ma do whatever I need. Got a python's grip, I just get them and squeeze till they ribs all cracked. Attack, they can't breathe. Step up on the scene, they panic and stampede. Once I got what I want, never hand it back. I'm the straw that could break a damn camel's back. Yeah, I got 'em playing possum. I promise that I'm a problem. Better run before you end up a snack, and that's that. They see that trouble come, I'm what they running from. So don't be getting in the way. surviving. You're either predator or prey. We just some animals.
This is a public service.
Some
Public service.
Thanks for coming in, everybody. I appreciate everybody. And
Who goes by this is a public
these
service
dirty,
on YouTube.
dirty public servants.
This is a public service.
This is a public service.
We're out here today to ensure our natural rights are respected by those who swore an oath to support, protect, and defend the rights of the people. The purpose of all interactions is to peacefully promote government accountability and transparency. Please like, share, and subscribe so this message can reach as many people as possible. I implore you to peacefully seek redress to any and all of your grievances. This is a public service.